Hello, Faith Family. It is my obligation to come on here and give my prophetic warning dreams that I have had the last 2 nights in a row. I have had multiple dreams throughout the night of a lot of chaos, needing to get gas in my vehicle. And every single dream is very different. And every single dream, I'm an observer. Most of them, I'm an observer in the dream. And in some of the dreams, I'm in the dream. But the main point of all the dreams is that I need to get gas in my vehicle. And I'm going to be speaking in parables because of what is coming. You will need gas. Spiritually, gas means fuel, right? Energy. We are in the month of Adar, and God has had me in a season of rest for what is to come. And the month of Adar means strength and power. This message is not to scare anybody. It is not to give fear or instill any sort of worry. It is just a warning because God uses his prophets, God uses his oracles to be his mouthpiece, to speak warnings to people. We see it throughout scripture. And so something is coming. We all know that something is coming, right? And we all know that it will possibly affect anything that has to do with electronic, anything from getting gas or getting money or purchasing something or power, lights, roadways, traffic, anything that requires electricity or fuel, or we get fuel from pumps that pump with electricity, right? So I'm just trying to tie this all together for you guys. So it's come to my attention, God has given me, and he gave me like no dreams for like 3 weeks straight, which is very rare for me. And then all of a sudden on the 19th, he gave me some revelation. Monday the 19th in the evening, he gave me huge revelation. And through the 19th through to today, this whole week, I've had so many dreams, too many dreams to even write them all down. But the last 2 nights in particular, he gave me dreams about needing gas. And last night he gave me just 4 hours straight of just chaotic dreams. And I have to come on here and just give you understanding that there is an agenda to push us into a one world taxation, right? And if we are all independently having our own vehicles, if we are all independently having our own homes, anything to do with privately owned property and assets, that is freedom. And the devil does not want you to have that freedom. Please understand what I'm saying. The last dream that the Lord gave me last night, because I don't think I want to share every single dream because I'm not hearing the Lord telling me to do that. I was with a friend and we were in mini cars, like the mini tiny little cars, right? And we needed to get gas. Now, this was the 4th dream that I had last night. There were 4 dreams all about vehicles and gas. So we pull into the gas station, and I know that there's 2 ways of getting gas. Now, why am I in a mini car? I don't know. I don't know if this is real, you guys. I'm just telling you what the Lord is telling. I'm just being obedient to what the Lord is telling me to share. So I know intuitively in the dream that I can wait in line to get gas, right? Like I normally do. I can stay in Oregon. We can stay in our vehicle. We still have that ability to stay in our vehicle, or you can do self-pump. They do allow that now. So I'm going to wait in line in my little mini car. But my friend, all of a sudden I'm in her mini car with her, and she decides to go to, it looks like a conveyor belt line where the magnet like attaches to the car. It's a mini car, so it's not very heavy, and it pulls the car up, and it's like a conveyor line of cars, and it automatically fills the cars up with gas. So she decides, in her hastiness, in her impatience, that she's just going to drive over and get onto this little conveyor belt. And I say to her, you actually can't do that while you're sitting in the car. Like that, they're going to shut down the whole system if you try to hastily go get gas the wrong way. You have to be out of the car to do the conveyor belt system thing to get gas for your mini car. And they were all mini cars. It was very bizarre. So we were in the mini car, we were filling up with gas, and the female gas attendant manager woman comes over, turns off the whole system, says you cannot do that. You cannot be in the car while you're getting gas. I have to cancel this transaction. And she wrote it all out. And then she said, this, I'm still processing this, you guys. She said, you got a discount on the gas because you were here, doing it. But now if you need to get back in line and do it again, you're not going to get this discount. And she wrote a note and canceled the whole transaction. And we pretty much just wasted a bunch of time. And then I woke up. So the two things that I want to say is chaos is coming, and you're going to need strength to get through it. And you're probably going to need gas to get somewhere. We always need gas in our cars, right? Unless you do have an electric car. Congratulations. A lot of what's going to go on, faith families, you are going to be a witness in this time of what God's love can do and the power of God's love in a time of chaos, right? Do not feel like you have to rush what is yours, what is already yours. God gave me a really cool scripture about inheritance yesterday in Proverbs. And it says, I'm going to pull it up if I wrote it down. Please tell me I wrote it down. I want to stay in Hebrew. I'm going to go to Proverbs really quick. Excuse me, bear with me. Proverbs 20, verse 21. And it says, an inheritance may be gotten hastily at the beginning, but the end thereof shall not be blessed. And when I heard this, the Lord was reminding me that there are things that he has promised you for your inheritance that he wants to give you. And sorry, I'm going to let King outside. He is crying. You want to go outside, baby? Okay, hold on. You can hear him. He's so cute. So your inheritance is a promise, right? And God is gifting you your inheritance, whether it's land, a home, provision, your marriage. But you cannot go after it hastily, meaning you cannot go after something without careful consideration of everything. Because I looked up the word hasty, and it meant without taking proper consideration. Acting out of speed without consideration. And I said, oh Lord, you give me wisdom to consider these things. And he said, I want you to do the hard things. You can do them, like learning how to do your own taxes. I was kind of stressed out this year. I thought I was going to hire a CPA, and I ended up just making do with QuickBooks. A friend of mine from church who's a CPA, I asked him some questions, and I used ChatGPT, and I contacted, QuickBooks help desk people quite a bit for certain ways on how to do things. And I did the hard things. And there are other things that God has listed out for me that I never considered things that I would need to know how to do. But he said in this season, you're going to survive without society. So I want to encourage you that you don't need to be hasty. God is going to help you go. God is going to help you move. Some of you are moving. The vehicle is how you get there. And gas is grace. We just need God's grace in this time. Because a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in its time. So things are going to be happening very quickly with all the chaos that I had in my dreams. And the thing that God just, brought to my mind this morning was scripture in Hebrews chapter 10. Because I said, God, what are you saying? I wrote down all my dreams, and I was kind of nervous. I'm overwhelmed by what he's showing me. Like Daniel, when he saw the vision, you just kind of get overwhelmed with how much the world is in chaos, right? That's what the devil loves. He loves to make people scared and fearful. And he said, hold fast the profession of your faith without wavering. I said this morning, Lord, let my words not waver in what I'm sharing with the people right now. For he is faithful that promised. The world will be in chaos, but you will just be a witness to it. I love you all. Be blessed.